Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first live cooking class for a little while. And what better theme would there be than cocktails and dips, because we've got to soak up the cocktails somewhat. I have got two lovely consultants from my beautiful Marvels team joining us tonight, and I'm just going to introduce them now. So we've got Lisa Shannon. I always struggle over your surname for some reason.
Don't worry, everyone does.
I have a stutter. Okay, so Lisa is going to be cooking for us tonight. Oh, can you call making cocktails cooking? Probably not. Mixologist? That'll do. You're a mixologist for the night.
We'll do that.
And we have also got the lovely Lexie Pittman.
Hi.
And Lexie's pretty new to the Marvels, so we're very happy to have her on board tonight. And we have to be really kind and really lovely to Lexie because this is her first live performance. I've invited her on because I think you just sometimes need to rip that Band-Aid off and get stuck into it.
You just got to do it.
You just got to do it. That's right. JFDI. All right. So welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you could make it with us tonight, even if you're watching back the recording. If you share this with a couple of friends, reach out to your consultant, whoever that may be, because we have got some customers on tonight who belong to consultants outside of our team, which is perfectly okay. You're all very welcome. But yeah, do reach out to your consultant if you have invited a couple of friends to watch this with you, and you could be entitled to a host reward. All right. So without further ado, we might just throw out some questions and get, I'm happy for this to be quite interactive if you guys are. Always up for a bit of a game. So tell me, we'll start with what do you do? What have you been up to today? If you could pop it in the chat box, or you're welcome to stay off mute and tell us. Are you a nurse? Are you a police person? Is that what we call them now? Police
officer?
Police officer, thank you. It's Friday night. Are you a banker, a teacher? Just chuck it in the chat or come off mute and tell me. Don't be shy.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm a chef, but currently not working because I've just moved to Queensland, and I'm very enjoying not working at all. But that has to stop soon.
And is your thermi getting a good go up there?
Oh, look, I use it most days. Not always for cooking, sometimes just for making like a smoothie or something.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Something cold.
Yeah, it's not actually been that hot up here. It's been very rainy, like down in Victoria, unfortunately, but not hot. Yeah. What else? Was that it?
No, that's it. Does anyone else want to share what they do? We have a very eclectic group of customers. Like, we have customers from all walks of life, from all nationalities, from all different religions, and we have consultants fit the same bill. We all do different stuff, and Thermomix is my full-time gig, and I'm happy to stay on after the class tonight. And if any of you want to find out more about giving the consultancy a go, we've got some red hot deals on the moment, which we will tell you more about as we go on. So anyone else? Come on. Lexie, what do you do other than Thermomix?
Other than Thermomix, I'm a relationship manager, which isn't what it sounds like. I look after a whole bunch of different clients for salary packaging and novated leasing. So lots of charities, hospitals, schools and corporates. That's my day job.
Beautiful. Fantastic. And who else have we got? I'm going to call out some names now. Karen, what do you do?
I work for a water board. I sit on phones all day talking and talking.
That might be why you didn't want to talk on here.
So come 5 o'clock on a Friday, I like to I like to not talk.
Okay,
Sorry.
I won't ask you any more questions.
No, I'm quite happy to. Yeah, no, I've had my little break. Just talk a lot on the phones and that sort of stuff.
All right. Well, as we go, feel free to jump off mute, come ask any questions. We are a very cruisy bunch here, and we just love hearing from you and hearing what it is that you guys are here for and what you're hoping to get out of tonight, and what you're hoping to get out of future sessions. I really appreciate you filling in those extra questions I popped in the registration, because I'm looking at the responses thinking, okay, we need to have some Christmas themed workshops coming up. So that was definitely a hit, and we can accommodate. So we love asking for feedback, because when we get that, we can then structure our future classes for what you want. Yeah, not what we think you want. Fantastic.
Cocktails on a Friday night is always good.
Absolutely. And without further ado, we're going to kick it off with Lexie.
Okay, so I'm making a delicious Aperol sour. So I've got my Aperol here, which if you've never had it before is a beautiful bitter orange flavour. And this cocktail's from the Less Waste, More Food cookbook, which you can grab on Cookie Do. And why wouldn't you at the moment? Because everybody's feeling the pinch with prices. So this helps your food. There you go. Tessa's got it there for me. So I'll get started.
Coincidence that I had it on my desk.
I know we all want to have a drink. So the first step is 30 grams of raw sugar. And the next step is actually the lemon peel as well. So I've just popped it all in together. And my lemon's already in there. So you probably all know, but with the Thermomix, you don't need to buy your caster sugar and your icing sugar anymore. You can just quickly do it.
So just for those of you who don't know, the Zoom will cut out the sound of the Thermomix just while it's working, just for everyone's protection.
What was that?
Did you do that? That's amazing.
The Zoom will cut out your sound while your Thermomix is working.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that has just made the sugar nice and like caster sugar, and it's also blitzed up the lemon. So we're going to pop that in a bowl and pop it aside. A handy spatula. And this is going to be used in the cocktail and also in the foam. So it doesn't matter if there's a little bit left in there. Now, so it's nice and cold, add in ice. I've got 200 grams of ice. It's a little bit over because my ice cubes I wasn't going to break it in half. My lemon, so 130 grams of lemon. So that's the whole lemon with the peel removed and the seeds removed, obviously.
More
and that's
fibre.
a little bit less because that was one lemon. And then we're going to mix that up. Ten seconds.
Lexie, we can't hear you. Well, it shuts out the sound of the Thermomix. We can't hear you.
Okay.
It shuts you out as well, unfortunately.
So it blocks out any loud noise. So now I've got a nice slushy mixture. It's almost like a Slurpee. You could just about drink that, I think, if you didn't want to have the alcohol.
So where would you get the Aperol liqueur from, Lexie?
The bottle shop. So pretty much any bottle shop.
Yeah.
I got mine from the local one here, which is quite a small bottle shop, but it's so popular. You know, everyone loves the Aperol spritz.
Yeah.
So you can get it anywhere. My husband calls it apple roll. So now I'm going to put that sugar that I made, just 20 grams. And I'm using my fingers because it's just us drinking it. And then we'll mix that up. Ready to go. Oh, I missed a step there. Missed the Aperol, the most important part. Let's just do that one again. I'll just do it for 5 seconds because it's already pretty mixed. And because I only have a really small sieve, I'm just going to pop it into this jug to make it a little bit easier. If you wanted to, you could almost drink that like a Slurpee. I don't know if you can see that. But
Sounds good to me. Don't worry about it.
it's quite, I mean, it's quite warm today in Melbourne compared to what we've been having. I think a Slurpee is probably a great option. And then we'll just strain it into the glass. So I'm using a wine glass. All my cocktail glasses are packed away while we're living in between a couple of houses. It's not the best. I'm just going to quickly give this a little white.
So I've just
And this
popped
is where-
the cookie dough link into your recipe, Lexie, in the chat.
Thank you.
But I will email you all with the recipes after tonight.
And this is where having your second bowl is really handy, so you can just quickly switch it over. But I don't have one yet. I'm going to pop that aside. So normally you would just divide it between 4 cocktail glasses, unless you're just going to drink it all yourself.
Drink it straight from the
Hello,
jug,
Lisa.
eh?
So butterfly whisk is going in. And then we're going to add aquafaba. So if you're not familiar with it, aquafaba is the juice from your chickpeas. And that's why it's in the no waste book. Because I know when you make your hummus, normally you would just throw that out. But it can be used for lots of different things. In this case, we're going to do it for a cocktail.
Also vegan friendly.
Yeah, and it can be used as an egg replacement in cakes and biscuits and things for vegans. So we're going to take the measuring cup out because we're going to aerate this. So the more air you have coming in, I learnt this from Tess on the weekend, the better. So we're going to whisk it. For 1 minute. I'm just going to add a little bit of more of the cocktail to my glass while we're whisking. And then that's all whipping up. It looks a little bit like egg whites while it's whipping. And it has a very similar, it is almost like a meringue, the aquafaba, because it does act a lot like egg. Just keep that going.
Is this your favourite cocktail, Lexie?
It is. I've made it once and I absolutely love it, and I'll definitely be making it a lot more during summer. I think my other favourite would be the espresso martini because it combines coffee and alcohol, 2 wonderful things.
Absolutely. Do you know I've never had one?
Really?
Blasphemy.
I know, but do you know why? It's because I'm really, really sensitive to caffeine, and I can't drink caffeine after 12 o'clock. All right.
I reckon you need to make yourself up a batch of decaf coffee.
Decaf coffee. Yeah, hello.
I'll give it a try. Otherwise, I'll have an espresso martini for breakfast.
There's always a workaround to everything.
My
When you're on
word.
holidays, espresso martini for breakfast can't go wrong.
12 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly, Tess.
Now I'm just going to start this again and add in the sugar. If you had it just by itself, it might taste a little bit like chickpeas, which probably wouldn't be that nice on a cocktail.
What
Just
speed
add
are you
it in
on,
one
Lexie?
tea. Huh?
What speed are you on there?
Speed 3.5.
Beautiful.
So the first round was on 3.5 and this one as well. So it's got that lemon sugar going in just to give it a nicer citrus flavour.
Love the colour.
Isn't it beautiful? Such a good drink for summer.
Oh, winter.
Christmas Day, maybe. So I'm just gonna, this isn't the best sieve. See if we can get a little bit more. My helper will complain if it's not a full glass.
You know what would be good is one of our nut milk bags from the mix shop.
Would be perfect.
Mm.
A little bit white. All right. So you can see it just looks like egg white. And all we're going to do is my spoon. Sorry, just grab a spoon.
That's all right. Just checking that everyone knows, because I think majority of people on here tonight are TM6 owners. I'm sure you all know that butterfly is called a butterfly because it has 4 wings, and you never go over speed 4 with your butterfly on, or you will chop it up. Oh, that looks so pretty. It's almost like fairy floss.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
So, and then you can garnish it with a nice slice of dehydrated orange.
Mm.
And I'll see you guys later. I'm going to have a drink.
Awesome. You'll be back for your dip soon, okay? Thanks, Lexie.
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. All right, we're going to head over to Lisa now.
Thank you. I'm making a strawberry daiquiri, which is obviously one of my favourites. Can use other fruits as well. I like mango as well, so just for something different. The thing that works for me with the Thermomix and has from the start is the fact that I'm not a chef. I'm just a regular Aussie cook, meat and 3 veg, you know, pasta, those sort of really basic things. But the Thermomix, what works for me is the app CookieDoo that actually runs it. It takes all the guesswork out of the machine for me. Makes me look like I can cook restaurant quality meals. I got the ultimate compliment a couple of weeks ago from my 20-year-old saying, did you make this or buy this when I presented teriyaki chicken for dinner? Which I was very impressed with that. So strawberry daiquiri, nice and easy. We pop the sugar in just as Lexie did. So I'll just show you that. I just did it already. But if you can see, I use raw sugar at home. So you can see that. And this is your raw sugar. So you can see that's really quite chunky, and you can literally make blitz it into icing sugar. So you only have to buy one type of sugar now. You don't need to buy all the different kinds and have 3 or 4 different canisters in your pantry. You just have the one version of sugar and make it into whatever version of sugar you need. So CookieDoo helps me plan my week. So when we decided we were doing this workshop, I went into my calendar in CookieDoo and popped the 2 recipes in my calendar so that it was ready to go for today. So, sorry, just gotta get back to the start. Sure why it wasn't there. Right, so we've done our sugar. That's ready to go. We've already blitzed it. So it literally steps me step by step. It's literally childproof. A 12-year-old could operate this machine at my house, which, you know, I haven't converted my boys to that yet because I have teenage boys. I've got 1 converted. The other 2, yeah, they're on the way. We've got 16 ounces of frozen strawberries going in. We just pop those in. Keep them frozen. So I find it works better if they're frozen straight out of the freezer. Don't let them go soft. We just hit next. We've got lime, so 1 ounce of lime juice. I don't have a lime, so I use my essential oils, so food grade essential oils. I'm just popping 10 drops of lime in.
Little humble plug there for doTERRA.
It's one of my favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
Lemon, I do have lemon juice. So I'm just going to pop 1 ounce of lemon juice, but again, you could use an essential oil. So we've got that. And then I've got 8 ounces of white rum. That sounds terrible. Pop that in. 4 ounces of ice cubes. So I could crush the ice cubes. My fridge does actually provide crushed ice cubes, but I left them whole because the Thermomix will take care of that. And some salt. Nice and simple. So literally it steps you through each and every step. The scales are built into the machine, so there's no putting any ingredients on the scales in another bowl and creating more dishes and more mess. All of it stays in your container. So you're literally taking your container straight out of your pantry and popping it in, something straight out of the freezer and popping it in. The machine's going to weigh everything for you on the run. We're putting our lid and what we call our measuring cup. I've had my machine 2 years and I've never used it as a measuring cup. It really is to plug the hole. The hole in the lid is actually a really key part of how the Thermomix works. Thermomix won't run without the lid on. It's a safety mechanism. So it has its arms here on the side. I don't know if you can see that they are silver. But it won't actually operate if you pop it on without the lid. So if I hit next and it asks me to spin it and get the machine going, the machine's not going anywhere without the lid. So again, a safety mechanism for kids if you want to get your kids cooking in the kitchen. So we've got 40 seconds. If you can see my screen, not sure if you can, but there's 3 main dials on the screen. One is time, one is heat, and one is speed. So the one blade that's in our bowl, so the bowl's only got the one blade at the bottom. So it can go forward or back. So it's going to cut in one direction and just mix in the other. So the machine, the steps in your recipes will tell you what you need to do. So you don't need to worry about when to use what, it's all there. So we're going 40 seconds on speed 10. So you can imagine speed 1 is just a mix, just stirring. Speed 10 is going flat out. I'm going to lose sound.
No worries. Can everyone just pop in the chat? Because as I said, I think most everyone has got a TM6. Tell me what your favourite cookie do cocktail recipe is. I'd love to get some ideas, getting ready for summer and having cheeky cocktails outside on a beautiful summer's night. Always looking for recommendations. So pop it in the chat and let me know what your favourite cocktail is.
And we're done. So a daiquiri in 40 seconds. How terrible is that?
Oh, another pretty colour.
Yeah, so we've got our glass ready and we're just popping it in and putting our garnish on top. We are ready to go. So like Lexie, I'm off. Let me know when you need me back.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Make sure you take a photo of it before you consume it, Lise.
The garnish with a strawberry and a little mint leaf. Just
Oh, cute.
top it off.
From your garden?
No.
No.
We're really lucky. My children, I say to my children all the time, they're really lucky that they're still alive, because if you saw my plants, they're not so lucky.
Rightio. Okay, pina colada for Lee. Yeah, I do love a pina colada, especially in summer, that whole pineapple-y flavour and coconut. Delicious. And a mojito for Elise. Yes, do like mojitos as well. Have you ever tried the minted Moscow Mule? That is really nice too. If you like a mojito, it's quite similar. It's got a lot of mint in it. That would be my recommendation. Yeah, how is it, Lisa?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, poisonous?
Definitely lethal, I think.
Have you got somebody to drink that with you, or you're gonna?
No.
Oh, what a shame.
I know, right? I actually do have people popping in later that couldn't be on tonight. They're dropping in on their way home, so I said I would get some.
Well, you might have to make another batch.
Maybe.
All right. So, how's Lexie going? Is she sozzled yet, or where is she? I'm going to find her. There she is. I'll just spotlight you. There you go.
Yeah, I'm still standing.
How was it?
Delicious.
That
So
sounds like
super
healthy,
refreshing. Got that beautiful orange flavour. It's all gone.
Rightio,
Just that far.
you better get on with your dip then.
I better before I fall over. So I'm making hummus with the chickpeas from my aquafaba. So I have a 3-year-old son, and I try to stay as preservative free as possible. And we go through lots and lots of hummus. I love it. My husband loves it. But I find the stuff from the shops can often taste a bit like it's got chemicals in it, like that horrible aftertaste. So one of the things I love about my Thermomix is being able to make hummus in about 5 seconds. So I'm going to go back to my week. So Lisa was showing you her week on Cookie Do. I've popped in my recipes. My internet's a little bit slow here. So there's my hummus. Let's start. So 1 garlic clove. If you're like me, you can pop in 2. It is raw garlic, so it does get a little bit overpowering if you put too much. And then we're going to chop it up. I don't own a garlic press anymore. I just do it all in the Thermomix.
Love it.
I'm going to scrape it down quickly. And give it another quick chop. Right, so I've got my chickpeas. They're already drained because we obviously used aquafaba in our cocktail. I'm just going to pop them in. And then I've just combined, to make it a little bit easier tonight, all the ingredients in here. So we're going to add 30 to 50 grams of lemon juice. I like mine quite zingy, so I've gone with 50 grams of lemon juice. And when I make it, I quite often put a little bit of the lemon peel in as well, so that you're not wasting the peel when you're just using the juice. A tablespoon of tahini, which is ground up sesame seeds.
Which of course you
20
can
grams of-
actually make in your Thermomix. Did you know that?
Yes, so if you go to the shops and you forget your ingredients like I did tonight, you can just quickly whip some up. And I've always got sesame seeds in my cupboard. I've got some extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of cumin, so that's optional if you don't like it. I love it. Some water and a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just going to pop all of that in. You can see how quick it is. There's no nasties in there. You know exactly what's going in there. And some pepper. And then we're just going to mix it up.
So just while that's mixing, I actually make my own garlic mince. So I buy the garlic in bulk because we go through a lot of garlic because we're really into natural health. So garlic mince, super, super easy, made in seconds.
I do the same with ginger. Ginger's quite expensive, so I go to Costco and you can buy a big container of it. And then I just pop it in the freezer in ice cube trays so I can grab it out. If you don't need the whole thing, you can just grate a little bit off it really quickly.
Awesome.
So there's my hummus.
Yum. I
And
might
it
just duck
tastes
over,
so-
Lexie.
How much what? What?
I might just duck over.
Yeah.
Except I better not because I've been
Bring-
drinking
Bring
my
some
homemade
biscuits.
Baileys.
Oh, yum.
Mm.
And then you can just top it with a little bit of olive oil and then a sprinkle of sumac or paprika or cumin or a little bit of dukkha. I've got an open packet of dukkha from something else, so I'm going to pop that on top of mine.
You can also
enjoy
make
it.
dukkha in your Thermomix.
Yes, you can.
Beautiful. Harissa's lovely on it too, with a drizzle of olive oil.
Beautiful. And you can make some seed crackers in the Thermomix as well to go with it. So there's my
Beautiful.
delicious, no nasty, no funny taste hummus that will probably be gone by tomorrow.
It will be. Carrot sticks, beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Lexie. What other dips do you make in your Fermi?
I made the delicious herb and garlic one
Yeah.
the other day. That was so good, and we popped it in some scrolls. And I love beetroot dip too.
Oh, funny you should say that. That's a great segue into Lisa's next presentation. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Lexie.
Thank you.
I've got to say, when I discovered how simple it was to make dips, I already loved my machine before that point. But when I discovered making dips done in 5 minutes with, 3, 4, 5 ingredients, I will never buy a bought dip again, ever. It is so super simple. And me, who was scared of the kitchen, who, always thought cooking was too hard, I had an old-fashioned mum who stood and cooked things and stood over the stove for hours. Making a roast was an all-day deal. That scared the crap out of me. I never want to, I was always too busy to be cooking. This has made real food fast for me, which suits us in our busy lifestyle with 3 busy kids. So I'm going into the beetroot dip. So obviously we'll give you this recipe. Another thing that we don't do, like with the sugar, we only buy one kind of sugar. We buy block cheese now because we don't have to buy it grated, which is more expensive. So we've got 80 grams of Parmesan going in and a garlic clove or 5 when it's me. I'm a garlic fan. So they're going in together. We're popping our lid on. Just find a fresh one. I do have 2 bowls, Lexie, and it is very fun when you have 2 bowls. It makes life so much quicker. Yes, it does. Okay, so this I'm going to lose sound for 10 seconds. So we're going 10 seconds on speed 9, and we will no longer have block cheese.
Just a little tip for you all. Grating your Parmesan cheese in, like I usually grate the whole block, and just store it in the freezer. It's the best place to store your cheese. It keeps it fresh and makes it last so much longer. When you buy those big wheels of Parmesan cheese from the lovely Italian guy at the Vic Market, he will tell you to store it in the freezer.
Good to know. I usually just do the amount that I need. I like to leave it as a block in the fridge. But yeah, that would be an easy way to do it as well. So we no longer have block cheese.
Look at that.
Grated cheese.
And there's no DNA in there, no blood.
There's nothing, just
from your
cheese.
knuckles.
Yeah. And Parmesan is my favourite. You also get, lost my spatula. With the Thermomix, you also get all of the basic accessories that you'll need. One being this super duper spatula. So really easy to just get in your bowl, and you can literally get all of it out with your spatula. Almost all. Well, here comes the storm for us. Not sure if you can hear my dogs going berserk as the thunder goes off. So it's telling me to set that aside. So just pop it in a bowl and set it aside. We're popping in our cashews, 150 grams of cashews, roasted salted cashews. It's going back on. So cashews too, they'll look a little different after 2 seconds on speed 7. Now we've got 450 grams of baby beetroots. I find these ones nice and easy because it's the exact size and the exact amount of just extra juice that we need for this recipe. So it's actually a perfect packaging.
While you just go on with that, Lisa,
Yep.
Our beautiful blade cover peeler peels your beetroot to perfection and without the mess. Because I absolutely love raw beetroot. It's so good for you. It's got so many antioxidants, but it's so bloody messy. It's really, really hard when you get it all over your hands. So just cut it into a size that will fit through the hole in your measuring cup. Pop your blade cover peeler in, and 4 minutes later, there you go, 4 minutes later, you've got beautiful peeled beetroot ready for your beetroot salad or your beetroot dip.
Fantastic. This I didn't know. So the peeler just sits over your blade in the bowl. So our beetroot is in. Our beetroot liquid is
sorry,
in.
I'm just going to interrupt. For those of you who don't have a blade cover peeler, it is a host reward for our cooking experiences. But also, I have heard a little rumor, you know, Christmas is not far away and that we'll have some sales coming up. So if you are not in a position to host a cooking experience, whether it be virtually online at your place or at ours, then just sit tight. There could be a mix shop sale coming very soon.
Tessa's hints are always very helpful.
You heard it here first.
And always accurate. So we're just popping back in now the grated cheese that we did earlier. And we're going next, popping our lid back on. Speed 5 for 6 seconds.
12 seconds. Love it. Nothing takes long.
One tablespoon of lemon juice.
Has anyone made this dish before?
Weekly.
Yes, I've done this one.
Ah, awesome.
A pinch of salt. So again, straight, you know, we're not using anything else to sort of measure or make a mess of anything else. Put our lid back on. Give that a mix. 3 seconds on speed 4. And we're ready to eat.
Yum.
Nom, 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 nom.
I just even love the smell of beetroot. It's really, really quite. So that's kind of ready to go. It's probably can't see in the dark.
Fantastic.
That'll be gone by tomorrow. Definitely.
Absolutely.
That matches the
Oh, thank you,
cocktail.
Lisa. That looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to make it tomorrow. I've got some raw beetroot. I can peel with my blade cover peeler, and yeah, I've got parmesan as well. Looking forward to it. And lemon just makes everything better, doesn't it?
Zing, definitely zing.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks, Lisa. I am just going to remove the spotlight. And you love all the fresh dips. So do I. I absolutely do. Do you know one of my favorite dips is the tuna dip? Like, it doesn't sound very exciting, but oh my God, I could eat that in one sitting for lunch. It is so delicious. It's got cream cheese and tuna in it. If you're a tuna fan, you have got to make the tuna dip. It is beautiful. Also the
Cross between the two.
Yeah, the sun-dried tomato dip is beautiful as well, with capsicum and parmesan. Gosh. Oh, tzatziki, can't go wrong with that, and a wrap with some what do you call it? Caramelized beef or something like that. You love the tzatziki. Sorry?
I made the tzatziki a couple of nights ago with the quick flatbreads, and we had it with lots of salad and some pork with the, I can't say it right, but the souvlaki seasoning, amazing.
The gyros.
Gyros, that's the word.
Gyros, yes. I only know that because I have been to Greece. I was calling it gyros.
Gyros, that's what I call it, and I know it's not right.
Oh, look, we've got some fabulous recipes that utilize the high heat function. And this time last week, last Friday night, I was in Gisborne doing a demonstration for a customer who had upgraded from a TM5 to a TM6, and they were blown away at caramelizing of the beef in the beef tacos. They were so delicious. So we made the taco seasoning from scratch as well. And again, just knowing there's no preservatives and additives or what I call nasties in there, you just feel so fresh and healthy eating it. And you're saving yourself a fortune because it's real food. Love it, with real ingredients, not numbers that you think, what the hell is that? Anyway, I'm probably preaching to the converted, I'm just going to have a look at the chat. Yes, Junior Dip. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I can never say, is it the Taramasada? Oh, never say.
Taramasada.
Thank you.
I can
You
say
can
that one.
You can make that in your Thermomix too.
Yum.
And, oh my God, don't get me started on pate. I love pate. If you have not made pate in your Thermomix, you have just got to do it.
Chutneys are pretty amazing too.
Chutneys too, yeah. Look, we
Made
can
in
talk all day.
literally made in half an hour with no stirring. You literally set it and forget it. Mango chili chutney, try that one.
Yeah, that's a ripper, that one, with extra chili. So now, as I said, I know most of you have got TM6s or TM5s. I don't think we've got any TM31 customers on tonight. Do we have any customers who don't have a Thermomix at all? And we promise not to pounce on you. I don't think we do. I think everyone's at least got one version.
One.
So, pardon?
There's one, doesn't have one.
Lynn doesn't have one.
Lynn. Oh, Lynn. All right. No worries. So what I'm going to show you now is just a really quick overview of Cookie Do. You've probably heard us talking, and you know the recipe links that I've been putting in the chat box are for our Cookie Do system. What is Cookie Do? I hear you say. It is our online recipe platform, okay, and it is amazing. It is a total game changer. Can I just say to all of you watching, if you are not using your Cookie Do, you are missing out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to sell you a subscription. We as consultants get nothing out of subscriptions. So it is not of any benefit for us to promote them. However, if you want to be loving your Thermomix, you should be using Cookie Do. There are over 90,000 recipes in there that have been triple tested by Thermomix chefs all around the world. And I think I've said this to some of you before. I have been in the recipe development kitchen over in Perth, and I have seen the stringent tests they put their recipes through. Basically, if it's not bang on right after the second attempt, they bin it and they start again, okay? And you have confidence in knowing that if you've invited the boss over for dinner and you've never made it before, don't sweat it. It will be beautiful. Okay, you might want to tweak it a little bit. So like with traditional cooking, have a taste. And if you think it needs more seasoning, you can add it. You know, you're not stuck to the recipe. But if you can't cook, like dear Lisa, you know, is a self-confessed non-cook, I would suggest you follow the recipe. But little bits of tweaking here and there, like the lime essence, you know, that's not going to do any harm. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things in Cookie Do, and I'm giving you a little bit of a teaser here that oh, we've got a comment. No, yeah, I don't have one. Cool. Lynn, I'm sure we can fix that.
I got a visitor. I got a taste tester.
Cool. Cheers. I hope you got a photo. Hi, Steve. So Merry Christmas. I'm just going to give you a quick little peek into Cookie Do, some of the new features of Cookie Do. Oh, that's what I was going to say. If you're not using Cookie Do, think of it like this. Imagine most of you have got iPhones or some sort of smartphone. Imagine having that phone, but not having any apps. That's what it's like using your Thermomix without using Cookie Do. All right, you're really not getting the full advantages of your Thermomix. Okay, that's enough of me harping on about that now. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go into Cookie Do. And voila, there's Lisa's dip. Okay, so Cookie Do is a myriad of wonderful recipe ideas. Now, keep up with this because it's really fast paced. This is just a quick overview of Cookie Do. Oh, hang on. I need to share my sound as well. Always forget to do that step.
There are many ways to cook with Thermomix. A bolognese, for example. There is Harry's way with Wagyu beef. There is Anna's way with no meat at all. Mia's way is a French chef's way. And then there is the best way, my way. Introducing Created Recipes. Now you can create, import and modify your favorite recipes. Save them all in one place and cook them with your Thermomix. Created Recipes. Find them on CookieDoo.
Awesome. I love that little intro. So did you all know that you can load your own recipes into CookieDoo now 3.0? So if you are checking, if you love the recipes that are on the recipe community, there is a little green button that you can click and it will upload it directly onto your CookieDoo. And you can make amendments. So if you're, I don't know, say you've got a nut allergy, you can sub out in the recipe, take the nuts out and put your seeds in or whatever it is that you substitute for. It is a total game changer. I will show you in a minute some of the recipes that I have in my creative collections, one of which being homemade baddies. Okay, there's another thing I just want to share with you. You may or may not have noticed about this. Perfect serving. What might that be about? This is new, coming soon, and you're hearing about it first. Here. Oops, hang on. That was an anticlimax, wasn't it? Hello. CookieDoo just keeps on getting better. I have been part of the testing team to test out this what we're calling scaling, and it is awesome. So hang on to your seats, ladies. It's an absolute ripper. So for people who perhaps live on their own or just two of them and they say, you know, oh, it makes too much for me. I just like cooking for two people, or you're going away in the caravan, just the two of you. You will soon be able to scale your recipes down to be just 2 servings, or in the case of cocktails, double them.
Or for people that have big families, like if you know, we've got 5 in our family, so sometimes you don't quite get there. Like, you know, the servings might serve 4 but not 5.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm just going to quickly show you. This is my week. So this is what Lisa was talking about before. She had these recipes put into her CookieDoo. So it comes in an app. If you don't have CookieDoo, please jump on and sign up for the 30-day free trial now. It is, and maybe Lisa or Lexie could type this into the chat. It's www.cookiedoo.com.au. You can sign up for a 30-day free trial. And this is probably mainly directed at you, Lynn, if you decide to get a Thermomix. Then when you purchase your Thermomix, you actually get 6 months free subscription. So by signing up for the free trial, you're going to end up with 7 months free subscription. So CookieDoo enables you to be able to meal plan. So there we go. That was our meal plan for today. I'm doing a demo tomorrow, and we're making the creamy tomato and salami fettuccine. Now, one of you did pop that in as your favorite CookieDoo recipe. And we're also making vegan fruity dream. Monday night's team meeting, ladies, those of you who are in my team, we will be having a look at the souffle pancakes with berries.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. We have
They look awesome.
don't they? Don't they?
20 minutes.
Japanese
crap.
flavour there. Now, I promised you I would quickly show you before we wrap up. You go into my recipes, and I'm going to go into created recipes, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that I have in my created recipes. So here we've got a Biscoff cheesecake. Saw that on Cookie Do recently, and I just went, oh my God, I need to make that. One of my girls who used to be in my team, she created a Biscoff ice cream recipe. So get onto Recipe Community and search for Biscoff ice cream. It is to die for. And, you know, now I can have that added into my Cookie Do, which is fantastic. My son is doing food at school at Assumption College, and this is one of the dishes that he made in his brekkie box. He had to create 3 recipes for a brekkie box, and this is one of them, and they're absolutely beautiful. So I've added that in. I was recently at Uluru, and we had an amazing Indigenous chef show us how to make lemon myrtle baklava. Skinny Mix's chicken loaf. Normally, it's not okay to put recipes on here that are protected by copyright, but this particular recipe is on the Skinny Mix's website, so it's free and readily available for people. So I was able to with that one. Okay, there's quite a few recipes in there. Quiche Lorraine, my way. So I tweak it. I actually double the recipe, but I've put it in there and I've tweaked the recipe so that it's mine. Okay, what else have we got in here? Creamy lemon butter chicken from Layla. That's a winner, and it's on the Recipe Community, so it's just a matter of one click and it was there. So many recipes. Baker's Delight, bacon and cheese rolls. Kids love those. We call these yum yum balls. They're just basically like rum balls without the rum. I've got twice cooked pork belly, again from the Recipe Community. Homemade washing powder. So yes, I make my washing powder in my Thermomix, and I use my doTERRA essential oils, and I've loaded it in here now so that if I'm planning to make it and I don't think I've got all the ingredients, I can quickly just go in here and add it to my shopping list, add it to my week. Love that function. 1/3 spreadable butter. In winter when your butter's really hard, I make the spreadable butter to which means that my kids can actually make their own lunches without breaking the bread. So many recipes in here. Look, I've even got horse treats. That's Harry, our little Shetland pony. God bless him, he's adorable. And I've got horse treats in there that I make. That's my own recipe with the pine lime sublime. And here we go, Thermo Fun, Bailey's Irish Cream. Yes, you can make Bailey's Irish Cream in your Thermomix. That is a great recipe. And I make it every Christmas and sometimes in between. And rum and raisin ice cream, that's a winner too. Probably one of the most common things we make here is crispy fried chicken. So KFC without the preservatives, it's a winner. And I just love how, again, I can put that into my, add it to my week, add it to my shopping list. The Cookie Do creates a shopping list. Super, super easy. And when it is back up and running, we're having trouble with Woolworths at the moment. They're not, something's gone wrong with their software. And but normally you can order your groceries through Cookie Do from Woolworths. It's super easy. Does anyone have any questions?
That means you never have to go to the supermarket again. So you never have to buy the chocolate checkout, you know, the chocolates at the checkout. You're never going to waste any more money. You're only going to buy the ingredients that you need.
Absolutely. So I hope you have enjoyed. We're pretty much, we're 2 minutes off. Has anyone got any questions that you want to ask? Cheers. Well, thank you all very much for coming on. It's been lovely to have you. And my team, the Marvels, will be looking at doing this at least once a month from now on. And we want to, as I said, tailor it to you. So what do you want to see? Please reach out to your consultant and let them know, or reach out to me. My page is Thermochess on Facebook and Thermochess29 on Instagram. Lisa, you want to spill yours up?
Mine is Next Chapter Thermonutrition. So it's really been a game changer for us in going back to eating real food and not eating out of a packet. And food needs to be fast for us. So I'm all about good food, good nutrition. Yeah. So yeah, next chapter.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lisa and Lexie.
So I'm Thermo Lexie on Instagram, and Facebook is last long one, Lexie Pittman, Thermomix Consultant.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm a bit like Lisa. I'm focusing on really good nutrition for our family, so I share everything that we cook on there.
Fantastic. So get on, like those pages, and share with your friends. And we hope you've enjoyed tonight. Has anyone got any last minute comments? That was fun. Thank you, Lindy. Great class. Awesome. Karen, who wrote that?
Yay! Love it.
Someone thinks you're drunk.
Oh, that's got to be Lisa.
No,
Lindy.
Lindy.
Yeah, thanks, Lindy.
All right.
Love your work.
Thank you all so much. I will send you an email with the link if you want to watch the recording, or if you want to flick it on to some friends, please do so. And if you've got 2 friends who watch it, you know, you could be eligible for a host reward. So please do let your consultant know that you have shared.
So even if they watch it now, or like this weekend, even if 2 of your friends watch it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Good to know.
Good to know. We just want to share the love. I mean, we all, as you can tell, we all love our Thermomix, and we just want everyone to know about it. That's simple.
Literally, it has been, you know, really a game changer for us. I've literally dropped 25 kilos since I bought my Thermomix. That is without a word of a lie. Because I've just stopped eating out of a packet. I stopped buying processed foods, and now I'm not scared of the kitchen, and it makes me look good.
And also what you're doing for the environment, Lisa, you know, not having all that packaged food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that even possible? I seem to have gone the other way.
I did
All the
initially.
good stuff.
I did initially, and then once
Too much of this, Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've got to
the trick
live.
is to make it and give it away.
So Lexie and Lisa, this is Lee, who just joined our team yesterday.
Awesome. Welcome.
Yeah. So do you want to give your Instagram and Facebook a plug?
I don't have either of those.
Oh, you've got Facebook, haven't you?
Oh, Facebook I do. Yeah, it's just
Fermi Love.
Yep.
Fermi Love.
Yep.
There we go. We're still getting to know Lee. So early days. All right. Well, thank you all so much. It was great to see you on here tonight. We just love doing anything with our Thermies, don't we, girls? And we hope that you're inspired to make some of these dishes that we've made tonight. Have an awesome weekend.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Lexie.
Thanks, Tess.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.